VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they found. VCR Party Life. VCR Party Life. Anna Melinda's.
Hello, Melinda's. Welcome to VCR Party. It's Tuesday night. It's time to rock and roll with 10,778 VHS tapes that we have in the office here. We are at, I think we watched 4,178 so far, and we have a long way to go. So let's get cracking.
All right,
Nick,
Well, I was gonna say, let's get cracking with a Found Footage Festival classic. And welcome, George and Steve. We always should acknowledge you up front. You're joining us on this journey.
We don't have to acknowledge them anymore.
Okay.
It's long past that.
All right. Consider yourself unacknowledged, fellas. And yeah, here's the Found Footage Festival classic.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Well, it's almost the end of May, and we'd be remiss not to celebrate Kirk's 40th birthday. This is a VHS tape we found, actually a buddy of ours gave. He found it at a garage sale in central Wisconsin. It was labeled Kirk's 40th birthday, May 1992. So what would that make him right now? Kirk
69 years old, Nick. I'm glad you asked. I had this ready to go. 69 years old. Yep, you better believe. And I want to talk about the age of 69 years old after we watch this video.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks to Nate for finding this one at a Salvation Army in Marshfield, Wisconsin. It's a classic. This is from Volume 1.
There goes Kirk on his birthday, pushing his scooter, finally got the fucker running. How you shut this off now, Bob?
Whack.
My thumb ain't that long.
I also want to drag a couple rugrats with me.
Ooh, it's windy out. Excuse me. Happy birthday to you. To you.
Happy birthday, dear Kirk.
29 years ago.
My favorite part is the Lee, because do you see that what Lee does is he goes in there and he mimics Kirk
pinching the
nipple. And then
the cake nipples. Yeah.
Every time I sing happy birthday to somebody, I always want to end it with Lee.
Lee. Yeah. That should be a birthday tradition, I think, for everybody.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Make a wish, yeah.
Now listen.
Can't make that wish again. It already.
I love Kirk.
Grab the whole thing. Oh, shit.
Now get the other one. It's jealous.
Big laughs all around.
Wait. Listen. Listen to the last line. No, I didn't want you to step on it. Here we go. Listen.
I can see you've been married, huh?
There we go. Yeah. I can see you've been married, huh?
Every line is classic. I don't know. I don't get that one.
You know what? One I just started appreciating just on this viewing was My Thumb Ain't That Long.
Oh yeah, when he's trying to hit the record button.
Yeah.
My guess is his hand wasn't placed that well where it's supposed to be on the camcorder because it's
on
placed
the handle.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Place where you don't have to reach your thumb extra.
He's probably like holding it like this. He's like, "Oh, my thumb ain't that long."
Yeah.
So it's a flaw. It's a flaw in the engineering.
Right. It's not user error. So that was 29 years ago. He's 69 years old, and that Kirk and his buddies feel like the type of group that would acknowledge 69, him turning
Definitely.
69.
That's what I was going to say. I think that his kids would probably make some jokes about the age of him turning 69 this month. Like maybe it's today. We know it's May 1992. It might be today.
Yeah.
But in my dad turned 69 last November, and I didn't say anything about it. And I was thinking maybe my brother might make a joke about it. It's the 400-pound white elephant in the room, isn't it? Like,
yeah, well put. That is, yeah, that's, I don't know. I mean, I would say like that's something you don't really talk about with parents, sexual positions generally. So I wouldn't acknowledge that. I don't think you should.
You know what, Nick? I think we should have Joe call him now, and let's get that elephant out of the room.
Yeah,
Let's do it live on air.
Not gonna do it. I don't do that either with my parents.
Hey Pop, it's Joe.
Happy belated 69th. Say, but Nick, you didn't say because your parents are over. They've experienced.
They're both 69 as well. Yeah.
69. Okay, so and you didn't say anything to them.
Unacknowledged until they watch this episode, which and brought up because of that. Yep. So
do you think they know what? Do you think they know what
I don't care to know. That's another thing I just want to go unacknowledged. George, Steve, you want to weigh in on this, or
I want to talk about the white elephant.
Oh yeah,
it's a white elephant, and it's 400 pounds.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
And if you don't like it, somebody else gets to take it from you, and then that's how that works.
And 400 pounds is probably pretty light for an elephant, right?
Yeah, extremely light, actually. Yeah.
Emaciated elephant.
Anybody else's parents 69 or not yet? All right, we have some updates though. So the very end, we never really talk about the ending of Kirk's 40th birthday, but we should because it's important. It ends with the guy who presumably brought over the video camera to videotape Kirk on his birthday, and he's coming home to his house, and he's maybe a little buzzed and having some fun. And a lot of
he had a few cans of Buzz juice, maybe a Kirk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And then, but some things were a mystery until we finally unlocked them, and we'll take you through that journey.
When you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day, man. That's why I wear these shades. I'll be back. I feel so lonely, and I know I'm not the only one.
Okay, so there was a lot of things going on there. The first one was when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day.
Everything he says in there is a pop culture
is a reference. Yeah.
Yes.
And also during the bulk of the video, he says, "Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?" which was a commercial reference, but also a Wayne's World reference, which had just come out too, because they do that in Wayne's World. And then he says, "I'll be back." Of course, we know what that one's from. And then I feel so lonely, and I know I'm not the only one. I assumed that was a ZZ Top song, because in the video, the home movie, they're watching ZZ Top on Kirk's TV. But no, we figured out it's actually a Tesla song. And the "When You're Cool, the Sun Shines on You 24 Hours a Day" is from My Science Project, the 1985 movie. So here are all those references.
Why do you wear sunglasses at night?
Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day.
I'll be back.
So it's finally decoded, the ending of Kirk's 40th.
The guy speaks in pop culture.
Yes.
Phrases. Yeah.
Like a lot of us do, but especially, I remember when I worked at McDonald's, everything was a reference. Like there was that commercial, I think for Budweiser, where like somebody comes out in a limo and it's like has a case of Budweiser and it's like Mr. Yakamoto or something, and this schlubby guy comes out and who's white, and he says, "Are you Mr. Yakamoto?" And he goes, "Yes, I am."
Mm-hmm.
That was what everybody. Anytime you'd ask anybody a question at McDonald's, like, "Can I get a quarter pounder with cheese?" Yes, you can.
Commercial
Everything
jokes.
was a commercial reference. Yeah.
Commercial jokes. Yeah. Hump day, like the Geico thing, like people in offices everywhere do the is it hump day yet with the camel?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see that meme all the time.
Do you
like
think,
commercial jokes. That's why they do those.
Do you think dilly dilly is something people say in offices now?
I think dilly dilly. I think I think commercials jumped the shark with that one. I think like they flew too close to the sun. You know, I think that the people are like, oh, I'm not even going to fall for this stupid one. Dilly dilly doesn't even mean anything.
Well, there isn't really a monoculture anymore, so references are probably ultra specific now. I don't know. Maybe office culture is changing.
You know what? I'm surprised that he referenced My Science Project. That wasn't like a mainstream movie or anything. No. And then also that Tesla song is not a mainstream song at all.
Not their hit for sure.
No.
We have one more update. Ross actually made a mashup video. I think we played this once before, but this is the celebration of Kirk's 69th birthday, so why not play this again? And I have an ulterior motive for playing this one too.
Oh, is there something elf in there? Yeah, there it is, right on schedule.
I didn't remix it. There's Gordy. It works.
It does work, actually. you just need some titles to go. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there, he added them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Patty, yep. Yeah. Perfect. Hi, Bob.
That's a perfect ending shot. I mean, bravo, Ross.
I forgot how good that was. Man,
Yeah.
that's, you know what? That's the best elf thing that we've ever played on this YouTube channel completely.
Well, I don't know
would
about
say
that, but
number
there's
one best ever.
Plenty to choose from. But yeah, so thank you belatedly, Ross, and happy 69th birthday to Kirk. That video, we got a lot of mileage out. So
all right. So Steve, tell us about your background. Who are you selling out to this week?
Well, this week is a double sellout, and it's courtesy of Carl Stitz. And he wanted to advertise the Melindaverse and Melinda's Garage Facebook groups. They do a really great job of welcoming new folks as the community. I thought that was really nice of him to underline that. So
yeah.
Oh, so those are the Facebook groups that we didn't start, but they're like groups where they talk about, I guess, less about probably our show and more about like using that as a springboard to talk about other stuff, right?
All of the above. I think they talk a lot about the show, and they will go on after each, whether it's talking about the cereal after Saturday morning or talking about, Joe and Nick fighting on other days.
Well, you remember one time when I was, I think we're doing Quarantine Classics about a year ago, and I was doing Which Thumb is Steve, and there was a discussion about which thumb is Steve, yay or nay. And that's when I realized, because of the Melindaverse, that's when I realized that most people hated Which Thumb is Steve, when really I thought everybody loved Which Thumb is Steve. So I switched it up, and I continued doing it for the next 6 weeks too. But I changed it up, so I learned from the Melindaverse.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yeah. So good one.
Yeah, thanks, Carl, for supporting us. And we have a special announcement. A while back, George blew the lid off the sofa bed conspiracy, and it was a commercial you showed as part of a larger warring Bay Area furniture store commercials, right, George?
That's right. It's I guess it's not that complicated. It's just two different companies.
Well, who is Sofa Bed Conspiracy? Is that the name of the furniture company?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I was wholly unprepared for this sentence, and I think it showed. No, Furniture USA was at battle, was warring with Sofa Bed Conspiracy, their primary competitor, and let's just take a look at what the Sofa Bed Conspiracy commercial looked like.
It's that time again at Sofa Bed Conspiracy. New sofa beds are coming in. We've got to make room for them. It's the floor sample sale. Every sofa bed on the floor drastically reduced. Name brands like CD Posturepedic up to 40% off. Better hurry, they're going fast. Every sofa bed has to be out of here by 9 p.m. Monday. Better hurry. Easy credit terms. Bring your truck, bring your station wagon, or ask about immediate delivery. But get here quick for Sofa Bed Conspiracy's floor sample sale. Hurry before everything's gone.
Sofa Bed Conspiracy, the price is right.
Good jingle.
Great jingle. I think that's why we played it originally.
Yes, and I thought that the name was just weird, but I looked recently into I was watching a documentary about the JFK assassination. I saw this. Obviously, there is a sofa bed that was in Daley Plaza.
There it is.
So
the sofa bed killed JFK.
So I think my guess is they weren't actually selling furniture. They were just trying to get their message out.
Okay.
So that's what it makes sense that is the conspiracy that the store was named after.
Yes.
But we were clamoring over that logo. We loved the logo. And so we had, I think we just pitched the idea of let's make shirts. And it took us a while. Some people were nice enough to send in their versions of the logo. And we settled on this one, which there it is. This is live in our found footage store right now, store.foundfootagefest.com.
I want our t-shirt line to be called t-shirts that are hard to explain.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that when you're like at a bar or something, you're wearing the shirt, somebody's like, oh, what's that? Is that a band? And you're like, no. Okay, so sit down. So, all right, there's this furniture commercial. But George, didn't you say that it was in Unsolved Mysteries? Wasn't Sofa Bed Conspiracy?
No, Furniture USA, the competitor, was in Unsolved Mysteries because that was Sofa Bed Conspiracy. The guy who started that ended up starting the company that puts the timers at bus stops that tell you when the next bus is coming. But the guy who did Furniture USA, their competitor, ended up in prison and disappearing after defrauding investors for a fake gold mine.
Okay, so I think these shirts are great conversation starters if you really want to bore the person you're talking to.
I would say, go and refer to episode 157 of VCR Party. That's where you blew the lid off the conspiracy and
it blew.
It did. Yeah. But that's now for sale. So go order yourself a Sofa Bed Conspiracy t-shirt. It's pre-ordering. We'll ship them next month. So that's the big announcement.
And these are like good soft shirts. These are limited runs. We only do one order of these. This is part of an exclusive t-shirt club. So
we had
get them while you can.
Yeah, and we had somebody suggested that we do a Saturday morning cartoons t-shirt, which I think would be fun, just maybe with the logo. And sure. Also, they wanted a More You Battle is Twice the Knowing, George's segment in that, a t-shirt version of that. So,
George, do you have a graphic for that?
I guess so. I mean, I would just I just use whatever fonts are available, and so I guess
Comic
the
Sans,
yes.
Joker Man, the big big ones.
People can Zaf Dingbats. Is that one?
Yeah, Zaf
actually
Dingbats.
is.
Yeah.
So, all right. So more hard to explain shirts coming soon from store.foundfootagefest.com. Flying window time?
Sure.
Our good pal Joshua at Huntsville Rewind, which I suggest you follow on Instagram. It's just all old TV from Huntsville, just in little small pieces. He pulled a Star Search promo, and I was like, oh man, I haven't seen flying windows like that before. So here we go from Huntsville Rewind, the Star Search Huntsville promo.
Is the week on Star Search 87, the round one semifinals.
Look at how fast those
every
are.
new star has faced overwhelming odds to become one of two semifinalists in every category. And this week, they go head-to-head for one win only. The one win that sends them to the $100,000 finals. Who will survive on the way to stardom?
Incredible show to finish up the first round of competition here on Star Search 87.
Star Search, Sunday at 6 on WZDX.
Those are some cool ass windows. It was like watching a magician do like some card tricks, or you know how they can do like things
Sleight
with
of
their
hand.
hands. Yeah. It's like they were doing some. One would come up, then another one below would come up and cover them up. It was beautiful.
It was too fast to even register. By the way, did you guys watch Star Search when it was on?
No, we weren't a Star Search family.
Yeah.
Steve, your family was a Star Search family?
I definitely saw it before. I don't know that we caught anything on a regular basis, but yeah.
It wasn't appointment television.
It was not appointment.
It was syndicated, so it was hard to have it be appointment TV, but we watched it. I remember like loving Dana Carvey when that's when I first saw him doing chopping broccoli. But during the spokesmodel competition, I don't know where we flipped. We must have flipped to something else because we were not interested in that portion of the show. It was mostly the comedians.
Oh yeah, was it too sexual?
Probably.
Were they skimpy or something? I don't know what the spokesmodel section is. I don't know
it was
what that
just
is.
they'd wear an evening gown and then would have to do some kind of like pitch for a product, and
Why would they? How is that entertaining? Why would they do that?
Pretty ladies on TV. I mean,
okay.
it's that simple. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, do you want to show each other our raviolis, Nick?
Sure.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Okay, before we get into the raviolis, we have some announcements to make from last week, our ravioli section, which was, I don't know, kind of controversial, but it was the state jingles. Steve showed some state jingles from Rhode Island. We picked Steve picked 4 of them, and then the Melindas picked the winner, and we have an announcement as to who the winner is. It looks like. Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got the results. If you want to I'll share this is the poll that you could vote on Patreon. You don't have to be a patron to do it, but patreon.com/found footage festival. You can vote. You could vote on this, and it was close. It was within like 2 or 3 votes.
Oh, wow. Block Island Ferry, though, got destroyed.
Everyone hated Block Island Ferry, but Rhode Island, biggest little state, Warwick Mall and Rocky Point were all pretty close, but Warwick Mall pulled it off. So congratulations to Warwick Mall.
I think it's got to be because Steve French kissed for the first time at that mall. And that's like, you should have, there should be a
plaque.
It doesn't matter. It's Warwick Mall. I think there should be a plaque or a statue of Steve. Just kind of sitting there with like a baseball hat, one of his minor league baseball hats on.
And people can sit down next to the statue. The tongue is out of the statue, and people get souvenir photos with their tongue on bronze Steve's tongue.
Yes, exactly. And it's kind of like isn't like the Blarney Stone like rubbed away because so many people like touch one part of it, like they kiss the Blarney Stone. That'll be Steve's tongue. It'll be like washed away because everybody's
really shiny. It'll be the
shiny Steve.
Yes. Oh, let's work on that. Let's start a GoFundMe.
Well, let's watch that jingle. Steve, do you have it handy?
I do.
If it's now, if it's new, it's here in store for you. Warwick Mall. Warwick Mall. You'll find so much more. Everything you're looking for. Warwick Mall. There's something for everyone. Warwick Mall. Always something happening. Come in and join the fun. There's something for everyone at Warwick Mall.
I mean,
it's pretty good actually.
Rhode Island should be proud to call that their state jingle.
Definitely. And there were flying windows in that too. There were like 2 flying windows. I feel like the editor might not have been that confident in his windowing ability. So he kept them pretty stationary, but you saw a couple flyers in there. So yeah.
Jason, by the way, people commented on the jingles too. Jason wrote, I have to give it to Warwick Mall, if only because I spent many a Friday night in the food court watching a security guard take their mid-2000s no group larger than 4 policy way too seriously. And that was always like the anti-teen policy in stores, wasn't it?
No groups bigger than 4? Like what? Why?
I think it was to prevent teens from just kind of loitering and causing trouble.
But couldn't they just break up? Couldn't they just be like, oh, we're over here by... I feel like there's a lot of loopholes that...
There are, yeah. You couldn't enter.
Steve, do you remember that law when you were...
No, I don't think they had it when I was there.
It was a law. It was a law.
I think probably...
It was anarchy back then.
Like myself probably caused it.
It was the Wild West.
Yeah.
The Wild West in Warwick Mall.
But you know your orders, right? We need to change the Wikipedia page for Rhode Island. Now you can see right here, I believe it says on the Wikipedia page, you got country before statehood, admitted, capital, largest metro, senators. We need to add, elevation.
Do they have like state bird and stuff on there?
I think it's probably in the body of the the Wikipedia. But so get in here, edit it. We need to add state jingle Warwick Mall. You can put a link to it.
Take screen grabs of it so we have proof. We can show it, and we need to change that. So
that's your marching orders, and of course, fill in your state jingle map with Warwick Mall in the Rhode Island state.
They're going to need like a tiny little microscopic pencil to write it into Rhode Island, but they have to write in Warwick Mall.
We started off with the most challenging one. It's all gravy from here.
Yep.
What do you have, Joe, for a ravioli?
Okay, so we did an EP mode a couple of weeks ago where we had my brother on, Alex, and he we watched these Leonard Maltin videos of him introducing Little Rascals. Turns out Leonard Maltin's a big Little Rascals fan. We watched it, and man, we had some laughs. And we did that because when we would stay at his place, we'd be up until 4 o'clock in the morning watching dumb videos. And the last time we were there, we watched these Leonard Maltin videos. So one of the people who uploaded that Leonard Maltin video of the Little Rascals, he's uploaded thousands of videos, and he only uploads the beginnings and the endings, the openings and the closings of VHS tapes and stuff. And he records it on his, I don't know what he records it on, his camera or something, but he records it off of TV. He records it off of another camera. And this guy's name is Frank Tapia. Let me pull up his page. And here's the thing. We watched a bunch of these. We watched maybe like 10 of them. And in 4 of them, he burps during the video. And then he politely excuses himself.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. George and Steve, did you see this yet? Have you seen this?
I don't think so.
They're not patrons, so they don't get access to our.
Yeah, and we refuse to give them free.
No.
Yeah. So look at this guy. Thousands of videos. It's always opening to Days of Thunder. Do you see that? And he'll just play the first 3 minutes of Days of Thunder, and like the trailers that play beforehand, and then once the movie starts, then he stops.
And
or he'll do it.
Yeah, and it's not like he rips them from the DVD. They are cell phone recordings of another cell phone or a TV.
Yes, so you'll hear him burp, which you're going to hear here, but then also somebody knocking on the door. You'll just hear stuff, and he doesn't re-record them at all. Like he's like, I'm just going to apologize for this, and then just keep moving on. So I put together 4 tilapia. I always call him tilapia in my head.
Yeah.
Tapia burps, and then we'll get into this summer's next project. So
oh boy,
Frank Tapia's.
Hooked on Fun.
So you see, this is the opening to Thumbelina in 1994 VHS, and it started with a Hooked on Phonics commercial.
Helps open the world of reading and imagination.
Once upon a time in a land far away, a very small girl named Thumbelina.
Excuse me.
Did you guys hear it?
Oh yeah.
I don't think you can miss it.
It's nice of him to turn off all the lights while recording this too. It makes for a crystal clear image.
Okay, so he's recording that onto another. Okay, so there's the first one. So this is Miracle on 34th Street. I don't think he's using a tripod either.
Oh.
And so these are the credits of Miracle on 34th Street.
Excuse me.
Santa Claus is coming to town. I just like what's
the
happening.
way he says the word "me." He shrinks into a strange. It's very.
He's ashamed.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. It's excuse me. Opening to Ms. Bear. What is Ms. Bear? I have no idea what that is.
Deep cut.
1997 VHS.
Excuse me.
In the season of Santa, there are 2 kinds of people.
Okay, so this is the opening to Mr. Baseball, that Tom Selleck movie.
Yeah.
Where I think he plays baseball in Japan, and this is a double. We get double here.
Okay.
I faxed and you said.
And also, we can take note of the basket with there's a
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony in there. Yeah.
In an hour.
DVDs, wall of DVDs over there.
Mr. Baseball among them.
Thank you. Bye.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was a very defined belch.
So then he even records the video rewinding at the end. So this started at this is like a 100-minute movie.
Oh, this is a VHS one then, not
this
DVD,
is VHS,
yeah.
and it rewinded all the way from 100 minutes down to 0, and this is when you'll hear the burp, the second burp.
And you sat through all that to find this?
Alex did.
Oh, okay.
Alex, this is all Alex. Yeah,
Wow.
This is Alex's discovery. He said what he did is he said what he would do is he'd just keep it on in the background while he's doing other work, and he would just listen to it, and then he would capture the burps that way. But here's the second one.
washed out Tom Selleck.
Excuse me once again.
Excuse me once again. All right, so that's
Wow.
Tapia. So he has, like I said, he has thousands of videos on his YouTube page, and Alex and I only looked at about 10 of them, and on 4 of them, he had burps with excuse me. So I mentioned this in the EP mode for $10 and up patrons. If you want to watch the whole thing, there's even more Tapia on that. I want to do Burpcoin mining. I want to mine some Burpcoins. So like with Bitcoin, they have to mine. I don't understand how it works, but they have to mine the Bitcoins.
Well, explain it to us.
This is my understanding.
Okay.
I don't know how they actually, like, what software they use to mine these. Like, they're out there on the internet that people have to find them. I want to do Burpcoin. I want to start our own cryptocurrency here at VCR Party. It's called Burpcoin. And here's what we're asking is that you go onto Tapia's page, Frank Tapia's page, and just watch his videos and send us a link every time you hear a burp with an excuse me. And I don't know exactly how it works. Like, maybe we send them $1 for every one that they find, and then it's worth $1.
I think the idea is we're supposed to make money from cryptocurrency, not lose money.
Right. I'll be honest, I haven't thought this one all the way through.
Yeah.
But is this all just a way to pay me and Steve in burp coins?
Congratulations, guys! You got 7
find-
burp coins. This one's from Mrs. Doubtfire. This one's from Suburban Commando, and this one's from the Great Outdoors. Enjoy, guys.
So anyway, I want the summer project to be collecting as many Tapia burp coins as we can, and then maybe we can do a 21 burp coin salute.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can talk to some people who know about cryptocurrencies. We can trade these. We can turn these into an actual. It seems like it's just the Wild West with cryptocurrency. So why can't we be a part of it? That's my question.
Sure. There's Dogecoin now. That's huge. Why can't Tapia burp coins be a thing? Let's start it here.
All right.
And all 500 viewers will just make that take off. So thanks, guys, in advance.
Send in your burp coins to info@foundfootagefest.com and just put in the subject line Tapia burp coins.
You say Tapia, I say tilapia. All right. I was just last week I did my first live indoor gig. It was weird. It was really weird. It was part of a promotion for a movie called Drunk Bus that Dave Hill is in. And Dave Hill comes in. He plays a character named Devo Ted. He's obsessed with Devo. And you can watch the movie now. I think it's in theaters and online. But anyway, I was trying to think if we had any funny Devo related footage. And what I thought of is it's a weird one. It's from 1983, and it's this dance troupe from San Francisco called New Sign. And the idea was they were all hearing impaired people. And so they decided to, for hearing impaired people who can't experience music the way hearing people did, they would interpret it, not through sign language directly, but with interpretive dance. And I think they were kind of Devo obsessed at the time because they're dressed kind of in makeshift radiation suits. They're dancing sort of like, robots. And so I went back to the original tape of Muse Sign and put together this edit. So here's a little Muse Sign. turns out, then I watched later in the tape, they actually do whip it, and then they do praying hands here a little bit too. Pretty cool choreography.
That was the song Praying Hands by the group The Bow. Not bad. Fascinating, but I'm not sure I understood it.
Fascinating, but I'm not sure I understood it. So yeah, I was just very curious about this troupe. They're not still together, but some of the people are still active and doing stuff in the deaf community. So just this cool artifact, an interpretive dance for the hearing impaired troupe.
That's cool. Where'd we get that video? Do you remember where that came from?
It was one of the earliest ones in our collection, but I don't remember where we got it.
Huh.
But yeah,
Alright.
it's the tape all still plays, but it's getting bad because it's from 1983, so it's pretty early. So I captured it, the whole thing this time, so we have it now for posterity.
Do you have any plans for like a Musine coin or anything like that? Anything?
No,
that you...
haven't thought that far ahead, but I don't know. Maybe I'll
All right.
workshop that.
All right, yeah. Well, you just got to make more money. That's the main thing.
Yeah, well, I'll
all
pay
right.
you $1 if you mine some Muse signs. Is that how it works?
That's how it works, to my understanding.
Okay.
All right, so hey, it's time for everybody's new favorite corner, Joe's Pitch Corner, and guess what? I got a new graphic.
Oh.
Joe's Pitch Corner.
You're out.
All right, so
I like your body shape and the splat sound effect.
that's good form right there. And oh, and by the way, that's Zach from Chicago who put together that jingle for me. So I did the video and I chose everything in the video. Steve, you're a former athlete. You played some college ball. What do you think about my form right there?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, using my body, using my leg, generating.
So you get a drive.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is my new pitch. So this is the corner where I will pitch you guys a new idea for a new corner. And here's what I got. It's called "What Year Was This Made?" So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a video, and you're going to have to just, based on context clues alone, you guys all have to guess what year this came from. All right. Now, this particular video, it comes from Toronto. Eric sent this. Eric has been he's been recording a lot of vintage commercials off of VHS tapes. This is for a store called 2001 Audio Video Center.
Okay.
2001 Audio Video Center.
The Price Slasher is back with 2001's fall blockbuster sale with the guaranteed lowest prices on the best brand names. Full-size VHS camcorder with hard case, $6.99.
I feel like he wears his male pattern baldness pretty well, don't you think?
Yeah, he looks terrific. Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I like it. I think he's owning it.
I think it's because the gray contrasts well with the black of the beard.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like poodle ears a little bit, but other than that, I think it looks great.
Mini component stereos that sound full-size, complete with CD, $6.49. Panasonic full-featured hi-fi stereo VCRs, $4.99. CVs from only $2.99. 2001 will not be undersold.
Any guesses? Any guesses yet?
86.
91.
So 93.
90.
Okay, and you can all change your guesses at the end. Okay, but they're called 2001 Audio Video Center.
2001 will not be undersold. Great prices, great service. 2001 Stereo Video Center, Highway 8, Kitchener. Hasta la vista, high prices.
Ooh.
91.
George said it first. He got it. See, I thought I would throw you off by it being called 2001.
Yeah, but you know, when a VCR is $400, I think that's kind of a giveaway that it's not going to be in the 2000s.
Go ahead.
I think that, like, if you remember, like, Trinitrons, Sony Trinitrons in the late 80s had, like, kind of wood paneling. And soon after that, they shifted to all black on TVs.
Yep.
So
I
was going off style.
Yeah, we had both those. We had the wood paneling, and we did have the RCAs, the huge RCAs that weighed like 700,000 pounds.
We did as well.
It's like a 400-pound white elephant. like right in your room.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but our family did the second TV on top of the old one instead of moving the wood-based one out.
What?
We just threw the new one for a few years. Yeah.
You put it on top of the old TV?
Yep.
A snowman.
I don't get it. Why?
Which one did you watch Star Search on?
Probably the first one. It was just heavy, and I think that no one wanted to move it out. You know, my brother was probably at college at that point.
Yeah, TV used to be furniture anyway. I mean, it used to be, a console, so you just used it as furniture.
Were you guys just kind of showing off? Do you think? Do you think like, oh, look at
No,
we're
I think
TV
it was
family.
pure like we couldn't figure out how to get it out of the house because those old ones were just big and bulky, and then they were just like, we'll just throw it up. We'll throw it on top. We won't use the bottom one anymore, and then eventually we'll swap it out, which eventually did happen, but it took way too long.
So essentially, your family is weak. Is that what you're saying? Like you're physically weak, like you couldn't lift up TVs, and you were too weak to actually do it for your family. Is that what you're saying?
Finally got the subtext.
Okay.
Got the subtext.
Okay, good. I read that right.
So we learned that Steve's family watched Star Search, didn't throw away old TVs, and were weak. We learned a lot about Steve today.
Physically weak, yeah.
Physically weak, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there's a clip from a montage we did called Hunks and Babes. We took all of we realized that we have some hunk videos like Chippendales and stuff and Playboy hunker size. And we also had videos featuring babes. And we realized if you put like a scantily clad lady in a video, apparently it would sell no matter what kind of boring activity they were doing or what situation it was. Like nude barbecue, nude tennis, all sorts of weird ones like that. But there was one video we found called Fast Boats and Beautiful Women that we opened that montage with.
Be prepared to be immersed in the power, speed, and glamour of some of the world's fastest boats and most
beautifulest women.
Would that be a good t-shirt?
It would. There's the beautiful women. There's the fast boat.
Nope.
Beautiful women. Okay. So then Bob Hedges, regular viewer, sent me these videos in the mail. He sent me fast cars and beautiful women.
Why did he send that to you?
I don't know. And then he sent this one, muscle cars and beautiful women and hot rods and beautiful women. And this one, by the way, says Diamonds tape only. So I guess this was somebody named Diamonds, or
is there an apostrophe on the diamond?
No apostrophe. So we don't know if it's possessive or not. And they didn't even warn us the S was coming up. But so apparently these are all Scimitar, by the way, which is a company from Minneapolis or Plymouth, Minnesota, that just shout out videos. All of these are in EP mode. They don't play very well. But I thought I would just keep going in that series and show you some other vehicles and beautiful women together.
Nick, he is a sexual man.
Nothing sexual about this. I'm in it for the vehicles.
Hey, Nick.
Fast cars, beautiful women. In this world of compromised value.
You can read that pretty well, right?
Yeah, it reads perfectly.
I think it's supposed to be like Star Wars, but
definitely.
Yeah.
George Lucas must have done. ILM did that, right?
Yeah. And tell me if you think this is a pretentious way to start a video that just has bikini girls and cars in it.
In this world of compromised values, light beer, low-cal desserts, gas-saving sports cars, there are two things that remain eternally appealing to all men. Fast, powerful, exotic sports cars and beautiful, sexy women.
Damn right.
It's just patently false. I mean, not all men like either of those things, really.
It's the only thing we like, Nick. It's the only thing those two things, and that's it.
Right. All right.
Fast cars and beautiful women is dedicated to all of them and each of us.
Huh?
Oh, can you imagine?
There's the body of the car turns into a body of a woman.
Yes. It's like Turbo Team.
This is definition of objectifying, isn't it? It's just like they're both objects.
Oh, yeah. A cross dissolve,
yep.
For sure. Cars and women.
There's the woman part.
Yep.
Car
part. Cross dissolving.
Yep.
Oh, I like that. What kind of women are they?
I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, they're beautiful.
They're beautiful women. Together at last.
Okay, so and then Hot Rods and Beautiful Women is the last one. There's nudity in that one, so I had to blur some stuff.
Characteristics of the most impressive sports cars of a bygone era, and a special class of female.
I mean, what is there to say? Like, just start the video. I don't know that we need the prelude.
Sit back, strap yourself in,
Yeah.
and see if you can
To get that running time.
handle them.
Some trumpet in this one.
Like Nick, can I ask you?
Yeah.
Before you pixeled those out, were you furiously masturbating to it? Like before you
To this, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you just furiously?
I just want to remind you that my parents watched this show, and no, the answer is no.
Your neighbors were pounding on the door, on the wall.
Keep it down over there. The jagged edge.
Cool.
We should put out a CD called the, or not a CD, but just like a Spotify playlist. It's the music of the Vehicles and Beautiful Women series, because all these have been winners so far. I think.
Yeah. Look at that drop shadow.
Yeah.
Means business. Muscle cars and really long drop shadows. Holy shit, look at those.
Yeah, that is some drop there and multicolored font, and
That's a t-shirt right there.
I mean, all these are t-shirts. So I
I don't
want
know
to
if it's a t-shirt.
apologize for not endorsing these videos. They're clearly problematic, but they're really stupid and worth showing, I thought.
I mean, I like the idea of a t-shirt. I don't think we would sell very many of them.
No, but Sofa Bed Conspiracy, those are flying off the shelves, I'm sure. I hope they are, actually. They're great shirts.
You can pay for those shirts with Burpcoin too, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we
That's-
just talked to Glenn. He said it's okay.
That's now legal tender.
Yep. All right. I think that does it for our raviolis.
Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis. Show us your raviolis.
Periodically, we like to peruse various nice things that we find and people send in a segment we call Nice Things. Remember a few weeks ago, I think we showed, actually, it was longer ago than that, where we showed what we called Our Summer Job, which is when we're working on a show about rattlesnake hunters in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
We noticed that they were often clearing their throats and burping, and
Yeah, they were all very unhealthy. They all smoked, and while I was watching the footage, I would drag them into my own folder called the unhealthy folder. And when the show eventually got canceled, which was way sooner than shows normally get canceled, I took that folder with me and I put a montage together.
And so we showed that on a show, and then Andrew from Eau Claire, Wisconsin wrote in and said, my dog is obsessed with that clip. His dog is obsessed with that clip, and he sent us some video to prove it.
All right.
This dog is fascinated by this. He's taking a seat for this one.
Jesus Christ.
The ears kind of flap. Humans are in trouble.
I think he thinks it's a bark that he doesn't understand.
Oh, it could be. Yeah. It's a good theory. I was going to stop this, but now I'm fascinated by it.
No, keep it going. All the way to the end.
That's it.
Is that in the end?
Yeah, that's it. That's all the video he sent. But so, Andrew, I don't know. Maybe we need to dig up some more unhealthiness to see, like, as a case study, like a control study, to see what the dog will react to.
Yeah, I think he was just confused. I think he thought it was some bark that he, like a foreign language that he didn't understand. He was trying to decipher it. Like, what do these dogs mean by that?
What's your theories? Let us know in the comments. Maybe Andrew can shed some light on that as well.
Hey, I want to show something. Bob sent a nice thing. He sends us packages all the time. Bob is the pilot, and he's a video collector, and he sends us good stuff all the time. We have a huge stack of his videos over there that we haven't even looked through yet. But he sent, I don't know where he gets this shit, but like he sent this photo, right? Like this is like what are the dimensions of this? 8x10? This is an 8x10. And there's a caption on the back. I think it's from a newspaper or something. And he got it because it said, Bruno's expert handling of the ravioli. Hold on, let me read the whole thing. Bruno's expert handling of the ravioli seems to remove the tedium from the process. So ravioli and tedium were in the same sentence. And he decided to buy this because it's a guy experiencing tedium and ravioli in one photo.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is just the biggest.
What's the guy's
joke.
name?
Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah.
If there's any way we could get Bruno to remove the tedium from our raviolis segment, I would appreciate that. We'll hire him part time.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still around.
That's a nice thing. Thanks, Bob.
Burpcoin.
Yeah.
We did our toe tapping tournament, intercontinental tournament with AV Geeks, and we lost. Basically, that was we took the winning jingles from our last two toe tapping tournaments, and we put them up against Skip from AV Geeks. He does a daily show where he shows off educational films, and he picked the best songs from that. We got destroyed. We absolutely got destroyed.
Here's the thing, though. We all agreed to have this judge, who's like this legendary jingle writer, Jim Stringer.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't say no to this judge, but he had a song that was in the tournament. We're going to lose. How can we even? And the first one that it went up against, his song "Shake Hands with Danger," he wrote "Shake Hands with Danger," went up against Super Duper Pooper. Now, do you think Jim Stringer, this older gentleman from Texas, is going to pick Super Duper Pooper over his song "Shake Hands with Danger"?
If he had any taste, he would. But yeah,
exactly.
No. Well,
exactly.
So and the it was kind of like doing those Super Bowl bets between towns. We were going to win Skip's painting that he found of a clown eating a turkey leg, and he called it Clown Thanksgiving. One was wearing a pilgrim hat. We wanted it so badly. Oh, I could almost taste it. But we didn't have anything that Skip would want. So we commissioned Don Sparrow, great artist. He does the art for Saturday morning cartoons, to make an original painting based off the home movie that Skip gave us called The Club. Here is the finished painting. I framed it. This is about to get sent to Skip, but I wanted you guys to get a last look at it before it gets hung in Skip's cluttered office somewhere.
That is so cool. Now it just makes the tournament even more like we got to win that back. We got to win that back, and we got to win back Thanksgiving Clown.
Yeah. So the next tournament is the stakes couldn't be higher for us.
And it's like Stanley Cup, so it like always just shifts to the winner.
You take it to bars, you fill it with beer, you kiss it. Yeah, it's all those things.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a nice thing for
George,
sure.
You had one to show?
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, you showed some footage of Alan Gillette singing "Personality."
Oh, over and over, I tried to prove my love to you. Over and over, what more can I do?
Okay, that's Alan Gillette. Yeah, so what, you've got an update on this?
Well, I wanted to know more about him, and I found something shocking. And that is that Alan Gillette is an unlockable player as a cheat code on Mortal Kombat 2.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Excellent.
We got Rock in there too. Oh, George is there with his Band-Aid.
That's all me.
So my doctor.
Fight.
Doctor.
Cause you've got
Fatality.
walk,
Fatality.
talk,
Fatality.
smile,
Fatality.
charm,
Fatality.
love.
Fatality.
What more
Finish him.
can I do?
Flawless victory.
Just shocking.
Oh wow. Oh man, I didn't know they had that.
Oh, there was something else. I don't know if I just noticed this for the first time, but if you look, you can actually Rock is actually one of the players.
Yes,
too.
I saw that.
I didn't realize
Oh,
that.
there he is. Yeah, Rox.
Yeah.
Can you go slowly through the other scroll players that you could be?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Well, if
So it
Rock
looks
had been
like-
prepared, he would have done better in the tournament.
Well, me in third grade, Joe,
Yeah.
There's me with my
Steve's
shirt off.
doctor,
Steve's doctor.
and
Steve's attractive doctor.
and
What
Nick.
picture of Nick is that?
That's yes, I don't know, but he
Okay.
looks very
I don't know. It's been during my newsy cap phase.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm looking for Alan Gillette in the new HBO Max Mortal Kombat movie. I hope he's in that. It's my favorite
good
playable
stuff.
character. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a nice thing that we talked about how we're having. Well, we got a month off of Daniel Songer, of course, because that was the terms. That was how people voted.
I actually have a songer that we could play at.
Nope.
Is not. It's not Songer doing stand up. It's a song
No.
that somebody used
No,
Songer's.
You're not
samples.
finding another loophole. We'll play that in a month,
That's
and
fine.
that counts
That's
as your song.
That's fine.
But
I'm not complaining.
I
Palmer
did
knew.
mention that it's May, it's graduation time, and you mentioned that Tim, the guy who turned us on to Songer, said that he was super busy during commencement season. He joked that, and you said, do you think you could do Daniel Songer's commencement speech?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hopped in and fired up my camera, and I did tape me as Daniel Songer doing a commencement speech.
Yes.
And for those of you on Patreon, you can hop over to Patreon at the $5 and up month level and watch me do my impression of Daniel Songer's
I
commencement
haven't even.
speech.
You're not going to show it right now.
Absolutely not. You gotta.
I haven't
you gotta
even
be
seen
behind
it.
the paywall. You
Can we
gotta-
see like 2 seconds of it?
No.
Can
No.
we- how long is it? Like, what's the running time on it?
It's about a minute and a half. It's pretty short, but
Okay.
it's all I could memorize.
1 minute
but-
of Pruer really feels much longer.
Yeah, it does actually. It will feel longer. So hop on over to Patreon and you can see Daniel Songer's commencement speech to
Oh, man.
2021 graduates.
I might actually sign up for Patreon now.
You
For the
should,
$5
yeah.
and up. Yeah. I
Browse,
think
browse on over.
You actually convinced me now. Hey, so last week I was in Mexico, and that is I was in Mexico City. That is the land of nice things.
Mm.
And so I was there for a week, and I want to show you all the nice things that I saw there. First of all, there were some things that I didn't take photos of that I wanted to, but I was too scared to. For example, we were at a restaurant one time, and we saw this delivery driver talking to our server, and the delivery driver turned around, and on his forehead, he had a tattoo that said, "I want to kill you." Really big in all English. It was in English, big, bold letters, easy to read. It said, "I want to kill you." And he was talking to her. I don't know what they were talking about. It was in Spanish, but.
And you weren't
I
like,
was-
hey, you mind if I snap a pic, buddy? Let me
I thought about telling
point
him
your
that
forehead.
I thought about telling him that I was a Vice magazine photographer. Like he's like the ultimate Vice magazine cover guy, right? I mean, like, I want to kill you, and he had all gold teeth, and he looked pretty.
The Vice Guide to Mexico City, yeah.
Exactly. That guy is like your tour guide. So I didn't get that. So then there was another guy. We were walking down the street. We saw a guy selling belts. There's people always selling stuff on the streets, and this guy, the belts I wasn't interested in, but he had a hat that just said cocaine across it. It was written in like a script, like a nice like cursive writing. It just said cocaine. And I was just like, I would attempt to talk to people like when I was at a restaurant or something in Spanish, because I took like Spanish 1 and 2 in college, but not to the cocaine hat guy. I wanted to ask him where he got his cocaine hat, but I didn't. And my wife speaks fluent Spanish, and she didn't want to ask for me. So yeah, I was on my own with that one. So anyway, there's a hat out there somewhere that's a nice thing that says cocaine across it.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I want to show you, I got everybody presents, and
great.
I wasn't able to distribute them to you. So Nick, we went to this flea market bazaar thing where there's like people who make crafts and stuff. There's one table that one woman just makes dog hats. And I guess this is more of a present for Marty than it is for you, but maybe you could give it to Marty. I got, look, she even like puts like the little handle down that goes around the neck down here. Like, she had so many dog hats available. So this one said Mexico, and I thought maybe it'd be fun for Marty to wear on like Cinco de Mayo or Day of the Dead or something.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Steve,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, you collect hats, right? Of different baseball. You collect hats. You're a hat collector, right?
Without a doubt, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I found this one at a booth in Mexico City, and It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. It was expensive by Mexico City rates, but cheap by American. And it was Calvin Peen on the Nike symbol.
I love it.
And it's like a satiny.
Yeah.
Style.
Yeah. Do you see, like, here, let me get the camera on me just so that you can see it. Yeah. And it's kind of just doesn't, it seems off center a little bit too. And
Didn't get the cocaine hat though.
No, I couldn't. Trust me. I went looking for the cocaine hat. I went to I almost started asking people. I should learn how to say, do you know where I can buy a cocaine hat in Spanish? I should have learned how to say that. But anyways, Steve, this one's for you.
Thank you so much.
I hope you hate Nike. So it'll be perfect. And George, George, so we wanted to go to a Lucha Libre.
Wait, before you move on, can I just say what that hat reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of ferrets unmasked. this little ferret wearing the
I could definitely see that. Yeah, I'd like to see a ferret wear this hat.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Sorry, what'd you get for George?
A Nike hating ferret.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to do a Lucha Libre, but they were at half capacity because of COVID. So all the tickets were sold out. But they do it 3 times a week, and it didn't work out. But we're going to do it next time. But at this flea market, there's a place that sold Lucha Libre masks, and I got George El Matematico.
Oh, the math.
Yes, he's a Lucha Libre. Yes, he's called El Matematico. Oh. And George, this is all for you. And I just felt like this is something that a creep would wear. This is something that a creep would absolutely wear. And you know what? In fact, maybe you could put it on your mannequin that we got you for your episodes. Like you can. We still haven't seen any action with that. We talked to that.
Well, I've seen some action with it,
and then you walk that mannequin with the mask on through Greenwood Cemetery and just kind of
Well, I thought I could wear that mask and do online tutoring. Maybe on YouTube.
Go. Yes, exactly. They'll learn faster because there's numbers up on his face.
Yes.
All right. So this is okay. So now I'm going to show you some more visual stuff. This is my Nice Things tour of Mexico City that ends with a filth corner. So we went to these gondolas like in the middle of the week. It's usually like very popular on the weekends. We went on a weekday and like, look I took a little stop motion photography of the trip that we were on. It was nice. They bring you beers and they like the micheladas, like the huge buckets of micheladas. And then they make you quesadillas and stuff. And it's nice. You see these floating gardens all around. And the guy who was the gondola guy, he goes, would you guys like to see Doll Island? And I didn't hear him say this because he said it in Spanish. My wife, like I said, she speaks Spanish. She said, no, thank you. And I was like, what did he say? And she goes, he wants to know if we want to see Doll Island. And I was like, yes, of course we want to see Doll Island. So we went to Doll Island. And this is Doll Island. So he pulls the gondola up, and there's dolls everywhere on Doll Island.
I've heard about this place. It's on my bucket list. I cannot believe you went.
We stumbled across it. It wasn't a destination. We stumbled across it.
Wow.
And so like here's just some video of the trip to Doll Island. I added some
Hush Little Baby
to it. And you can hear my wife in the background talking to the gondola guy.
Adventure Time.
Yeah. Like the scariest dolls. Like, look how scary these dolls are.
I heard him say La Nina.
Yeah. Yep. So that's Doll Island.
Huh. And she didn't want to stop, you're saying?
No, and I didn't show everything because I want people who go to Mexico City, like you got to see it for yourself. I don't want to ruin things for you. So there's so much more. I didn't show much of the inside. So, all right. So then, I had heard about bicho. Do you guys know about bicho? It's Spanish for bugs. You can eat bugs there. Like they make it there. Like we were on the streets. And there was somebody selling a huge bucket of crickets. And I'm the dumb tourist. I go up and I'm like, oh, I want to try it. And I was like, oh man. So what do they taste bad? Or are they like, what's it like? And he's like, it's like he's selling like popcorn. He's just like, what's so funny about this? Like I'm the dummy who's just like, this is so hilarious, bugs. And he's just like, yeah, how many do you want, the large size or do you want the small size? And then he gave it to me with hot sauce in it and lime. But then I realized there was a restaurant right down the street that specialized in bicho. Like you can have, and by the way, eating insects, like if human beings started eating insects, like the starvation would go away. Have you heard that before? Yeah.
Or you could eat plants and do it that way too. But yeah, that's one idea.
There's so many bugs though. There's so many bugs out there, and there's so much protein in them. So I was like, okay, let's go to a nice place. Let's get some bicho there. So this is the menu. They also had scorpions on here. I was too scared to get scorpions, but I got at the top. It's a sampler platter. It's with rice. It comes with crickets, grasshoppers, and larvae, like really big maggots in there. And I was fine with the crispy stuff because I felt like that would just be like popcorn, like that would be easier to get down. It's super salty, it's buttery, and but the larva I was a little bit concerned about, but it wasn't that bad. So this is how it came out. This is like a rice dish. There's like 3 different insects mixed into there. You can kind of see that the large black ants off to the right, and so I was eating it in the rice dish. And my friend Dana, she was like, you got to eat just a black ant by itself. So I indulged this dare and I put a black ant, a huge black ant.
It's gigantic.
I didn't know that black ants could get this big, and I ate it, and it was just a big crunch, and I didn't mind it. It was not that bad. And that gets us into Joe's Filth Corner.
Oh, that wasn't part of that.
No, that's nature. Well, I guess Joe's Filth Corner is part of nature, but
have we been keeping track of your filth corners? Because last week we had a lot of people being like, is Joe just trying to tank the show intentionally?
No, I think
and that was just us talking.
Yeah. There's a lot of comments like, hey, I come for the VHS clips. What's this? What was all the gross stuff? Well, I guess they're not getting a reprieve.
No, I've been counting. I think this is only like my second or third one. All right. So then after that, I got really, like, the next night, this is like Friday night, I got really bad, like I was shitting constantly all night long. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Bicho's revenge. It got me bad. It got me really bad. And I don't think it was the bichos, actually. I think that it was like, I think I ate a cocktail or drank a cocktail with an ice cube in it, or like an iced coffee with an ice cube in it. And my guard was up the first couple days, but by the end I was just like, oh, let's just do whatever. So I've probably taken about 50 number 2s since Friday. Like I took like one right before we started, and I have to take one right now really badly. So I'm not fully healed yet. I'm getting better. Anyway, I was documenting it, and some of the sounds that were coming out of me, I decided to record. Nick, you were on this text thread.
And I didn't listen to it.
Okay. And we I sent it out to everybody just to like keep everybody updated on where I was at. And
I muted this text thread because there were photos and I think videos involved and audio, and I didn't want any part of this.
There were some colors coming out of me that I'd never seen before. Plus, like, I think I did see some black ants in there too. So anyway, George, what are you doing?
Oh, I thought I'd just read a little bit during this segment, if that's okay.
Okay, but don't
I
hit mute.
I might read the back of Muscle Cars and Fast Women.
Okay. Steve, what are you're going to listen politely? Thank you, Steve. Thank you. All right. So I sent audio to my brother, who played it for my family, but he hadn't played it for his daughter yet. He played the audio so I said, make sure that you record it when she watches the audio of me on the toilet suffering. So this is my brother playing my audio for my niece, for his daughter. And he warned her 1,000 times. He's just like, and I'm warning you too. This is our agreement with Joe's Filth Corner, is that I can play filth after I play the intro.
Yeah.
So, but listen closely. Listen, please don't step on anything here.
Ready? You ready for this? Okay.
That was it. Okay.
Yeah, so she's probably going to be explaining that to a psychiatrist someday.
So you forced your brother to play that for a child?
I didn't force him.
Oh, okay.
He said he was going to, and I was like, record it. And she agreed to it. She was just like, he's like, here's what you're getting into. He told her everything.
All right.
She agreed to it.
So the sadistic tendencies just run in the family? Is that part of it, or just kind of Is it a recessive gene, or did everybody get that?
And so that was pretty much my trip to Mexico. I didn't tell you about all the other things, but like that's just the important stuff.
Yeah, the cultural parts. Yeah.
So really, you got us many gifts.
What'd you say?
You got us several gifts.
I got you so many gifts. Yeah. In fact, since I already have Filth Corner open, I thought I would show some filth that other filthies have sent to me. Todd Hansen, who did the Nick Sip song last week, which by the way is a hit. I got like 3 emails saying, "Can you send me the MP3 of it so that I can put it on my workout?" Zach asked me to he wanted to put it on his workout.
Let's post that. Let's post that video separately. That would be a fun one.
We should absolutely yes. All right, but anyway, so the creator of that song, he went to get his ears cleaned out for the first time, and he got some ear filth out of it. Like, look at that, came out of his ear. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, that came out of his ear, that chunk, and then he showed me the other ear, and it was just as bad. And he can hear so great now. So, Dave Hawkins, who we know and love Dave Hawkins. He sends so much filth. Do you remember he had the swollen lip after the sushi that went bad?
Yes, of course. Lip
and
smacks.
then he also like had the chicken pipe that he cleared out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all the chicken
That's
parts
his job,
came out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's his job. So he sent this new kitchen video. He said, when I got back from vacation, he apparently went on vacation recently. He said the top oven was clogged. I had to remove the pipe completely. Then I had to take it back to the dishwashing area to unclog it. And well, here you go.
All right. So I'm going to have to wash it out. We're in the dishwashing room.
He's narrating because he's like, I'm going to send this to Joe.
It's exactly what he's doing. Yes, and I appreciate him for doing this. And he's also doing this one-handed. He probably needs 2 hands to do this.
Right. Landscape mode next time.
Oops.
Landscape mode. You sure you want landscape mode on this, Nick?
Oops.
Like his lighthearted oops.
Well, that'll happen.
All right, we don't need to rewind it this
You stepped on his well, that'll happen.
Oh.
All right.
Oops. Well, that'll happen. Oh, hey. Yeah, that's a problem. There it goes.
That's Dave. All right, there we go. That does it for nice things.
And to answer everybody's question, yeah, you are deliberately trying to tank the show. Is it everything okay at home, or is
no?
this,
People were on the edge of their seat on that. What are you talking about? We can't have all elf shit constantly on this show. Like, people will tune out of that. No, we
that's
have
why
to have.
that's why I started my own show, and you should start your own filth show, like a spin-off show that for all the 3 people who enjoy that stuff, they can watch that show, just like the 3 people who enjoy Elf can watch Willie's Garage.
I learned from your mistake, Nick.
Separate but equal. Don't put that in the main show.
I learned
You're
that
right.
from your mistake. I'm not going to do that. There's no way. But I get to do, what is it, like 7 a year? And that was the agreement that we came upon. So I don't know.
Give us a long break from that 20-minute filth corner next. Maybe we need longer than a month off from that.
20-minute filth corner? What are you talking about? There was only like 3 filths in there.
Well, it felt longer. 15 minutes of filth feels longer than.
That's what I say about Elf. So.
All right. All right. Well, let's make a few quick announcements. It's NBA and WNBA playoffs. So we've got basketball fever over here, and we're going to be watching with Caitlin Super Globetrotters. George, you were watching some of these to pick out an episode?
Oh, yeah. I got through about an hour and a half of it earlier today. Still trying to find that perfect episode for Saturday morning cartoons.
Now, my sister and I watched this growing up. The premise is that the Globetrotters, it's not just entertaining enough that they're good at basketball. They are
Correct.
secretly superheroes that can like tie themselves into knots and things like that, right?
Fascinating superpowers. Yes.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to that. What else is coming up this week?
We got EP mode. Nick, I see. We were going to watch the rest of Frank Pachowski. But I had the idea to watch all of Memorial Day 2000.
Yeah.
With the person who found the video, because Memorial Day 2000 is Memorial Day 2021 is coming up. And do you want to do that instead?
I think that's the more timely idea. And also, I haven't heard back from Frank Bachowski. I've emailed him 3 times.
Okay.
And I think the idea was we're going to watch that with Frank. So I think we should watch Memorial Day because it's Memorial Day, right? On Monday.
Yeah, let's watch that. I haven't reached out to the finder. That was just an idea that I threw in there.
Well,
but,
either way, let's watch it.
Okay.
It's a home movie. It's a bunch of people getting really drunk on a Memorial Day in Western Michigan.
I mean, it's its own filth corner, really, right?
It
I mean,
is.
like this is like there's so much. There's all different types of filth in this too.
Right.
I don't know if I'm selling it very well here, but
it's Lord of the Flies, basically, and
you can't look away. It's so good. It's from one of our first videos that Davey Rothbart from Found Magazine gave it to us for Volume 1, and it's something else. So I think it's like 18-20 minutes long, and let's
watch that this week, and then we'll resume with Frank Bachowski, hopefully with Frank himself. So
cool.
Anything else? What do we have going out?
Oh, wait. First of all, we talked about last week about raffling off my armpit wisps. I don't have any armpit hair. I just have wisps.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have like 6 on each armpit. I'm willing to give up 3 on each armpit. And but we're going to bump that back a couple weeks because I have to diarrhea right now. So
okay, too much to get to. This is the show about VHS tapes, and we thank you for tuning in. What do we have going out?
So Adam Kerr, he asked for the Arby's training video that we featured as an EP mode a couple weeks ago, and he wanted to do a mashup because I think we talked about doing a mashup between Rainbow Sponge and Dollar Bill. All their like sexual like sounds that they make, even though they're not doing anything remotely sexual, they're making sexual sounds. He put them together, added some music, and he set it to the Arby's training video. So this is art right here. This is so nice work, Adam, on that.
Triple mashup.
Yep, we're doing a triple mashup here. We're going out on that. So, but here's the thing: if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
And we'll be right back right after that.
I know this isn't full of yuck anymore.
I've got your turkey right here, baby, and you can kiss my can.
Yeah, baby. Right down here, baby. Give me some love.
I want to do it all.
Oh, phew, you smell that?
I squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. It's fun.
It's insane, Chelsea. It's insane.
Pardon me, child.
Feel how soft this is. Ooh, baby.
And sometimes I do a zigzag. Oh my gosh.
Just feel it. Touch it one time. Easy down there.
Oh my gosh.
These are monster balls.
Oh my gosh.
You remember, don't you, baby?
Oh my goodness.
These are my own bananas. I brought them home, girls. Don't get excited. It was a banana in my pocket.
And here are wiggles.
Tighten your bolt, baby. Here I come.
I want you to look at all of those wiggles. Oh, there's so many things I have to clear up.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio.
Tinkerbell!
In 8.
We'll be right back right after that.
And Kirk Polstead, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.